everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope everything's going your way today. Today, I'm going to be doing a first impression video. Yes, today I'm going to be doing a first impression swatches and demo of the Oceanic palette by Beauté. Yes, the Oceanic palette. So, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. See ya. Okay, everybody, let's get started with this look. So I've already done my brows off camera because, yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. And this is going to be a first impression for real, guys, because, yeah, I haven't even opened up the box yet, so we're going to be surprised together. And I'm just opening my package with my box cutter, aka my razor. And the palette is protected in the box by foam peanuts. And just like with all their other palettes, they add a nice thank you card, basically thanking us for choosing their products and offering us to leave our feedback on their social media and online. And the palette also comes wrapped up in more foam and also protected by bubble wrap. And when you look at the design of the unit carton, the design is absolutely stunning. And on the back of the unit carton, you'll find notification that this palette has a 12-month shelf life, that Ace Beauty pays for the recycling of their own products. You have a brief description and the ingredients of the products, where it was distributed, and Ace Beauté's website. And the palette is also cruelty-free. And Ace Beauté says the Oceanic palette features a unique color story consisting of 15 colors that can be used to create stunning, show-stopping looks. Each color has been carefully milled and pressed to provide the easiest application and the most excellent color payoff. And now whether these claims are true or not, guys, we'll see. We will see. And the palette has the same exact design as the unit carton, which is absolutely stunning. It says Ace Beauté Oceanic palette and an embroidered design embossed in gold. And now it's time for the real test, guys. Let's just see if I'm gonna hit a hallelujah chorus when I open up the palette, shall we? Okay, guys. It's cute. I mean, it's another green and blue palette, but it's cute nonetheless. Yeah, it's cute. And the palette has a very nice size mirror. And here are the colors. Would you look at those colors, guys? Would you look at those colors? Look at them. Would you look at them? And while the shades in the palette are not really that unique, the color story actually is. And the shades of greens and blues in this palette will complement each other quite well. You have everything you need in this palette to make monochromatic eye looks, as well as pop and blue and green infusion eye looks. The palette also has a nice proportion of shimmers to mattes. The palette has 6 shimmers, and the rest are all mattes. But about this eye look, though. I don't really have a plan for the look today, but I do know I want to use as many colors as I can, because I'm Lily. What can you expect? What can you expect? But first, I'm basing my eyes with my PLOUISE eyeshadow base. This is in Rumor 1. And not because I think the shadows need help, but because I want the colors to pop. So first, I'm going in with this shade Lagoon. And I'm going to work that on the outer third of my crease. And guys, this shade reminds me of looking out to sea from a cruise ship. This is such a pretty blue. And I'm happy to report I didn't experience any patchiness when using this shade. Look at the depth of that shadow. That's cute. And now going in with this shade Blue Clam, I'm going to put that on the second third of my lid. And while this is a pretty shade as well, I found it to be quite similar to Lagoon. It actually looks like I used just one shade. So I feel like Lagoon either needed to be darker or Blue Clam needed to be lighter. But nonetheless, guys, both shades performed quite well, and I'm quite impressed. Now going in with the shade Seagrass, I'm going to work that on the inner third of my lid. And guys, I really don't know how to describe this shade, but if Kelly Green and Teal had a baby, they would have Seagrass. This shade is absolutely stunning. And just as Lagoon and Blue Clam, there's zero patchiness. And this shade is pigmented as all get out. But I will warn you guys, the fallout is real. Now going in with the shade Fiji, I'm going to place it directly over Lagoon and Blue Clam. And guys, this shade goes on pigmented out of the gate. And I would say if Aquamarine and Turquoise had a baby, they would have Fiji. And so far, guys, this palette is giving me Caribbean vibes all the way. And now going in with Algae, I'm going to place that directly over Seagrass. And guys, this shade is most definitely a neon green. And right now, I'm just placing the shades on my lid, and then I'm going to blend them out from there. But one thing that's for certain, guys, is I'm totally impressed with how these shadows are applying so far. And now going in with this shade Bali, I'm going to place that directly over Fiji. And if I had to describe the shade, it's between a powder and a baby blue. And unlike other blues I've encountered of this shade, it's not powdery or chalky. And like the other shades, it's pigmented as all get out. And now I'm just about to get my blend game on. And not only did these shadows blend together rather nicely, but they didn't muddy together, and you can clearly tell one shade from the other. Oh yeah, that's cute. That is cute, 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 cute. Speechless. Okay, guys, now that I have everything nice and blended, now for the part that everybody came here for, the lid. I'm going to clean up my lid with my Lid Clearly Liquid Glitter Base because these shadows do have microfine glitters, and I want to prevent as much glitter fallout as I can. First, going in with this shade Marina. This is a nice midnight blue with ocean blue glitters. I'm going to put that on the first fourth of my lid. And while I did have to dig quite hard into the palette when trying to apply this shade to my brush because it's so firmly packed, once I got it on my lid, I definitely got the desired look I was going for. And this is the only shade in the palette that had that issue. And now going in with this shade Bay, I'm going to apply that to the second fourth of my lid. And guys, this is truly a pretty ocean blue shade. And yes, this is on a dry brush. Yup, this shade is definitely Bay. And now going in with this shade Mykonos, I'm going to put that on the third fourth of my lid. And guys, this would make a nice monochromatic look with Fiji all over the lid and this popped in the middle. That would be popping. That would be banging. That would be so stinking cute. And lastly, going in with this shade Anemone, I'm going to put that on the outer fourth of my lid. And guys, this shade reminds me a lot of golds from the Gemini palette. It's like a gold shimmer with an olive undertone. And it was at this moment that I realized I have got to create a green eye look using this palette. Now I'm just blending the shades together so I can have a nice gradient and no harsh lines. And I'm glad to report, guys, that these shimmers blend together rather nicely. And I really like how the look's turning out so far, so I'm about to go ahead, finish my other eye, and do the rest of my complexion off camera, and we'll be back to finish up these eyes, dude. We've got Bora Bora, Jellyfish, Mykonos, and Blue Clam. We got Pacific, Bali, Fiji, and Turtle. We got Marina, Anemone, Algae. We got Seaweed, Seagrass, and Lagoon. Okay, everybody, went on ahead, popped on my lash, did the rest of my complexion off camera. The name of my lashes and everything I use will be listed down in the description box. But let's finish up these eyes, though. But first, guys, would you look at that blend game, though? Look at that blend game, though. And believe it or not, guys, the mattes in this palette made the blending quite effortless. Oh, yeah. First, I'm going to put some powder under my eye to catch this fallout. Because the fallout is next level. First, going in with the shade Blue Clam. I'm going to use that to smoke out my lower lash line. Houston, we have a problem. Guys, Anemone fell out of the palette. Oh well. Whether good, bad, or indifferent, I'm forging ahead. And the fact that Blue Clam is still showing up quite vibrant, even without me putting a base under my eye, is quite impressive. And it really speaks volumes about the quality of these shadows. But I've loved Ace Beauté since the Quintessential palette. And now going in with Algae, I'm going to smoke that directly underneath Blue Clam. And guys, that's such a pretty combination. It's so stinking cute. Now this is where most people take Bora Bora and put it on their inner corner. But no, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. I'm taking Jellyfish, and I'm going to pop it in my inner corner. And guys, this shade is popping. And it's just ever so lightly more silver tone than Anemone. And when layering it on top of a blue, it takes on a whole different shade. I like it. I like it a lot. And while I could totally stop here because the eye look is already popping, I didn't use Bora Bora. Bora Bora needs love too. What to do, what to do, what to do. I know. I'm going to do what Lily would do and use it as my brow bone highlight. And that's just the icing on the top of this very blue, very beautiful, very banging summery eye look. Boom. Now all that's left to do is to set it all in place with my ABH Dewy Set Spray. And this renovation is over. Extra all the time. Okay, everybody, here's the finished look. And guys, remember what I said at the beginning of the video about this being just another blue and green palette? Scratch that. This is not just another blue and green palette. Guys, the mattes blended like a dream. I had zero patchiness, zero skipping. The light blues aren't even chalky. They go on rather pigmented, even on a dry base. But about these shimmers though. The shimmers are bae. After using every single shimmer in the palette, I'm glad to say the shimmers are bae. And while Marina is very hard pressed, and you do have to do a little digging to get the shade out the pan, that still doesn't take away from the performance of the shadow. And while Lagoon and Blue Clam are practically the same shadow, that doesn't take away from the fact that you still have 14 perfectly unique shades in the palette. It's not much more to say about the palette, okay? Because what's understood don't need to be explained. The palette runs for $38.99, and you can get it on Ace Beauté's website, which is acebeauté.com. I really want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today while I gave you my thoughts on the Oceanic palette by Ace Beauté. And yeah, I always love connecting with you guys, my peeps. Every chance I get. Every chance I get. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It only gets greater later, guys. It only gets greater later. So until next time, guys, stay real, stay positive, stay up, and damn it, you better watch, fight, and pray. Slow-mos, please. Holla!